Hello there, gamers. Just doing another short little video I'm going to be talking about today, and it's regarding the Metal Gear Solid franchise. Um, Franchise has been on the go, I believe, the early 80s when it was on the Nintendo Entertainment System, but it wasn't called Metal Gear Solid, it was just called Metal Gear Snake. They had Snake's Revenge was the first one, and I can't remember the name of the second one, but they were both on the NES. They stopped making Metal Gear games after the Nintendo, which I found was really weird. You think they would have had it come out on the Super Nintendo. But anyway, it made its return on the PlayStation 1 back in 1997. They renamed it Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid 1 was on the PS1 back in 1997, and that's when I got introduced to the series. It's like a tactical action game, but you had to be really sneaky, playing your attack and everything like that. It was pretty amazing at the time. But now you look at it now, you're like, it doesn't really hold up as well as it did back then. But anyway, it's been reported today that the co-creators of the Final Destination franchise, they're going to be scripting and developing the Metal Gear Solid movie, which Sony pretty much greenlit, and they haven't announced the voice actor yet for the voice of Solid Snake. In the games, it was a guy called David Hayter, and he was Solid Snake through the whole series until 5. Keith Sutherland took it over in 5 because David Hayter had a falling out with Konami, and so did Hideo Kojima. He's the one who directed the game back in the late 90s. But it was reported by Hollywood Reporter. They're the ones that reported on the news. They said here, I'm on the page now looking it up, Metal Gear Solid movie in the works from Final Destination duo is the Sony's first look exclusive. Zach, I can't pronounce his last name, and Adam B. Stern have become among the more in-demand filmmakers in town. Now Sony has snapped them up for an expensive deal that will cover all of studio's film labels. So in saying that, expensive, that pretty much means every Metal Gear Solid game that was ever made. But I'm hoping that they're going to bring back David Hayter, because without David Hayter there's no Solid Snake. I mean, like when Keith Sullivan took over the role, his voice acting in Metal Gear Solid 5, that was pretty horrible. I didn't like it. I wish they had to bring back David Hayter. But so I'm pretty excited for the new movie. There's no release date yet. They haven't said it. I guess where Sony just greenlit it today. So they're trying to find what suitable actors are going to be playing the roles. Just a year ago, Zach and Adam were a filmmaking duo with humble indie horror roots, prepping to release the first sizable feature Final Destination from New Line Cinema. Yeah, so I wonder what movie company is going to be producing it, because I know Final Destination was made by New Line Cinema, unless they're going to be taking over. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, thanks to that movie's critical and box office success, two of the co-actors who first met, co-directors who first met 17 years ago as competitors on Steven Spielberg's filmmaking reality show On the Lot, have become one of the busiest movie makers around. They are so in demand that Sony Pictures has snarled them up, signing the duo to a sweeping and expensive first look deal which covers all of the studio's film labels. Under the deal, both co-directors' newly launched company, Wonderlab, it's a weird name for a company, would develop films for the duo to direct and original projects that they will produce for other directors. The focus is creating wildly fun, commercial, character-driven, gen-bending films. They are currently meeting potential exclusives to help lead the company. As a as a part of the, sorry guys, it's just ads keeps popping up. As part of the deal, the duo will direct Sony's Columbia Pictures adaptation of Metal Gear Solid. Oh, so Columbia Pictures is gonna be doing it. That's pretty cool. Wow. Adaptation of Metal Gear Solid. The pioneering video game created by Hideo Kojima. Yeah, that's the one I mentioned earlier. He created Metal Gear. He's the one that came up with the idea of the game. It will mark the first time the blockbuster title, a stealth combat game with sci-fi and spy features, will be brought to the screen. Father and son team Ava Amrad and Ava Arad are producing the feature. Weird names. But yeah, like I said earlier, it's espionage, like stealth action game. But what was great about Metal Gear, they were ahead of its time. Like all the stuff that's going on in the world now with the war and the nukes, and mentioned about nukes and everything like that. They pretty much talked about it in the game, talking about the Cold War and bringing down this corrupt government. And I must say it was pretty good. I loved it. I've been a Metal Gear Solid fan ever since. Now I didn't like 5 too much because pretty much went off the rails. I couldn't even finish the game. That's how bad it was. Zack and Adam are thrilling storyteller masters of visual and suspense, and two of the most impressive directors / producers working today, said Sony Pictures Motion Picture Group President Sanford in a statement. With projects across all the company's film labels, we are happy to create a home for them and proud to have them as part of the Sony family. Yeah, because Sony got their own movie studio. I believe Sony Pictures Entertainment it's called. But yeah, they did a couple movies. Actually did an Uncharted movie, which was pretty cool. Untold Dawn movie was based on a PlayStation franchise. And now they're doing a Metal Gear movie. Oh, they also did Ratchet and Clank movie, which was pretty good. Reminded me of the video game. The video game reminds me of a Pixar movie, so it's pretty cool. What is it to? The deal deepens, Vogt said. With their relationship with the studio, they are already developing multiple projects, including animated Venom movie for Sony Pictures Animation. Yeah, so they got two. They got the animation branch, and you got the one that does the regular movies, live action movies, which they are directing. They are also developing the original sci-fi epic, The Earthling, for Columbia Pictures. Never heard of that movie. Which they are attached to direct and will produce alongside Eric and Scott Glasgow. We are honored to be partnering with the incredible exclusive team at Sony, said both the co-directors in a statement. While working with several Sony teams in the last year, we've been blown away by the level of creativity, thoughtfulness, and passion we felt in every conversation. We share the vision that Tom, Sanford, Peter, Louis, Christina, and Damien Ashley and the whole Sony team have created theoretical event films that entertain the world. Regarding the Metal Gear Solid movie, the duo stated Metal Gear Solid was nothing short of a groundbreaking cinema masterpiece that forever revolutionized video games. We are thrilled and honored to bring Hideo Kojima's iconic characters and unforgettable world to life. A little bit tongue-tied there. With Final Destination, both the co-directors reinvigorated a Warner Brothers title, helming the first Final Destination movie in about 14 years. The movie released in May 2025, grossing $317 million worldwide and a budget of around $50 million, becoming not only the highest grossing entry in the franchise, but also the best reviewed. Prior to that, the filmmaking gained notices for writing, directing, and producing the indie sci-fi films Freaks, which was one of the year's biggest sales at the Toronto International Film Festival, where they're currently in post-production on a Freaks sequel. In the last year, the duo have also been working on several high-profile projects around town, including a new Gremlins feature they wrote for Warner Brothers, Long Last with Spielberg's movie, and Universal, The Traveler at Paramount. Yeah, so I know Sony's big into the movies and everything. They also did a TV show based on the video games. Now, the first season was amazing, but the second season fell off. It wasn't that great, and that was The Last of Us, which they did a pretty good job on that movie. And yeah, it is not a Sony-owned game, but there's a TV show. It's I think their second season came out in December, and it's a Fallout. I heard it's pretty good. I haven't checked it out. I might have to go check it out because I'm a big Fallout fan. But I believe that's it for the news, guys. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you like this kind of content, please do me a huge favor. Like the video. It'll help the channel a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until the next one.